that. A full-on concert band, set list, probably not till after the New Kids Backstreet Boys tour.
Right.
Hey, what happened on the screen? Oh, there it goes.
I have a funny feeling. I'm not kidding you. We could be getting like some of the most hits we've ever had here, because I mean the computer's actually running slow, and I've done a few of these, and it doesn't run. You're slowing us down, Jordan Knight. I love this, by the way, on KTU.com. I hope I'm saying her name right. Aquilin Torres. She says, "Are you sure you don't have a little Puerto Rican in you?" Because she loves your new music, and well, do you?
I have two little half Puerto Ricans at home.
How are things juggling with music and the family? I mean, do you get a chance to see them and communicate?
Oh yeah.
But you're gonna hit the tour. I mean, when you hit the road.
When I hit the road, it's going to be we'll have to say bye for a little while. But they'll come out for a few days here and there.
How old are your kids now? What, 11 or
11
your
and
oldest?
11 and 4. Like my son is 1 year younger than Joe was when he joined the group, which is
that's weird,
crazy. But they, my wife doesn't really want to bring the kids out and go on a tour with a bunch of dudes, really. Like, it's just, it's not conducive to family living. The road, it's pretty rigorous.
Oh yeah, I mean, you're in a different hotel room every night, I'm guessing, or are you guys in a bus?
We go on our buses and we stay on our buses. We don't even have hotels.
Oh, you don't have to worry about that.
We finish the show, get on the bus and drive to the next city and park in the parking lot and just hang out all day. Go into the place and sing again.
You don't have to worry about it. You go to bed, you wake up in a different city.
Yeah.
It works out good.
I like it.
Yeah. Because we're worldwide at KTU.com, I mean, we're getting Argentina, we're getting Germany, we're getting Brazil, all asking about a world tour. Is there a blanket statement you can say about, will you be hitting all these countries? Is there anything any town you won't be hitting? Are you going to try to go international?
Well, yeah, we're going to do Europe, I know, in the fall. I hope. I think. That's what I heard.
Right. This is all penciled in, right? Not inked in. So I know you're being careful what you say.
Pencil and ink, exactly. Be careful.
Right. South America, by the way.
South America, I would say, I can't really say it. Maybe 2012, South America, or the end of 2011.
Right. Which is this year. I keep forgetting 2011's right now.
It's quick. It goes quick.
From Twitter, Samantha in Los Angeles, any plans on doing a reality TV again, like VH1's A Surreal Life?
No.
No, all right. That's it, no.
N to the O.
Okay. NKO TV, you could do that.
Yeah.
People are asking this, a lot of tour questions. Here's a great one from Christina Meyer. Do you have any advice for songwriters trying to break into the music business? By the way, that's where the money's at, writing, isn't it?
There's money, definitely.
I know there's money where you're even, just doing anything in music, but like a Diane Warren, for example.
Yes.
No one's probably even seen her before, but she's written many.
She's written many hit songs. That's why you cannot steal music, pirate music. You must download and get my song on iTunes today. Let's Go Higher. No, seriously.
Let's Go Higher is out today?
On iTunes.
Okay,
yes.
on iTunes. All right.
Don't steal songs from the internet, because there's a lot of songwriters out there who make their living and pay their bills through songwriting, and they don't get any money if songs are pirated. So that's just my little.
How do you think the music business has come along since, like, when it all started happening with Napster in the 90s? They've really kind of shut down a lot of these. You think it's getting better or worse as far as music and stealing?
It's different. They say music sales is the lost leader out there. It's definitely a lot less. There's a lot less music being sold per se now than maybe say the early 90s and mid 90s. But people are still buying records, and it's just a little different now.
Well, from KTU.com, actually, what are you buying? What are you listening to? What's in your iPod?
I listen to, like, the music I'm working on, and I listen to the radio. that's it.
I love you because you know what? I gotta tell you, radio's changed for us too. I mean, you have a lot more competition now for us. We have, you got satellite radio, you got internet radio, but nothing beats good old-fashioned local radio, right?
And how? Yes.
And let's go higher on the radio.
That's right. We like that.
From KTU.com, video for the tune. When can we expect a video?
I'm probably going to film a video in a couple weeks. Probably most definitely. I'm looking at treatments now and talking to directors and stuff like that. I haven't zeroed in quite yet on a director, but
do you have an idea?
We're gonna make it hot.
Are you already thinking about?
I have an
how
idea.
How many girls
yes.
you're gonna have in it, or if you're gonna have any girls?
There'll be some chicks in there.
All right. By the way, the bet. Yeah. You have to, yeah. By the way, Alaska and Hawaii are mad at me for not mentioning them, so they love you too, Jordan Knight. Alaska and Hawaii, shout them out.
Alaska, Hawaii, the two forgotten states. We went to Hawaii back in the day. That was fun. Wow.
Hawaii.
Never Alaska though.
Never Alaska. I had a trip to go to Hawaii by myself, and I canceled it because somebody told me you don't want to go by yourself because you'll be depressed if you're going single.
Hawaii, yeah, probably.
Because it's all just couples
it's
and all
just
that.
Beautiful.
I don't want to. I'm not in the mood to cry. Here's a great one from K2.com. What's the most unusual place a fan has ever asked you to sign? Should I close my ears?
What's the most unusual place?
I'm guessing the boobs are pretty popular.
The boobsies was. I don't know.
I'm sure you've seen it all over the years, right?
Yeah, sure. A lot of people say, what's the difference between the concerts and the crowd, from the past and today? And I say, before it was teddy bears and now it's bras and panties. Getting thrown on the stage. You get it? All right.
NK Southern Belle, Amy, on K2.com. How do you feel today? Can you summarize your emotions? You mentioned it briefly when we came on, but it's like giving birth, right?
I don't know anything about physically giving birth.
That's true, but if you were a woman, now you know how they would feel because you've given birth to a new baby. It's your new project.
Very true. Like I said, I was really nervous and I was really excited. Knowing all the thought and all the time and effort I put into this, all the doors slammed in my face. No.
When did that happen?
No, it happened. Trust me. But I persevered, and here I am. And no, just with anything in life, anything that you really believe in, and have passion in, you go through ups and downs, and you have to keep pushing through to make it happen, because there's a lot of other people that are trying to make their thing happen, or just don't care about what you're doing. So you have to make it important. So I'm really proud today.
Do you ever remember a moment when you're actually really down though, and you thought, "Wow, this may not happen"? I mean, when was that? If that ever happened?
There's a lot of times actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Post New Kids and pre New Kids, or only during your solo work?
Like, what are we talking about?
Well, no, I mean
my solo.
With New Kids back in the late '80s and early '90s when you guys were on fire. Was there ever a moment you thought that it could end? I mean, 'cause really, I think back then you never would have thought that, because you had bed sheets after. I mean, come on. I mean.
Right. No, I thought that it would end at a point for sure.
I mean, you got to be surprised.
And back then, if you told me what's going on right now, if you told me that it was going to happen, I would. No way.
If someone told you in '86, hey, in 2011 you're still going to be doing it.
Right. I would be like, you got to be kidding.
You got to be Charlie Sheen.
Yeah. But you know what? When we first started, I was like the most optimistic. Like, I would tell Joe, I'd be like, Joe, we're gonna be famous, Like, we'd be sitting around, like, hanging out on the corner or whatever. And like, we're gonna be famous, and Joe would be like, really? You think so? I'm like, yeah. Trust me, we're gonna be famous. I can feel it.
And he still sounds like that, right?
No. He'd be like, get out of here. You're kidding me.
Not to bring up too much of the New Kids on the Blocks, I know it's all about your solo project, but it was this week in 1988, You Got the Right Stuff was just cracking the top 10. So yeah,
This week?
It was this week, and